Good morning. It is Friday. So, right now, I'm just getting a little bit of cardio in the morning prior to work or anything else. Friday's a little bit more lenient, everybody's ready for the weekend, so I like using these days, well, I like using Friday as my day to kind of begin the real. Fridays are typically the day that I begin my whole weekend, because when it's the weekend, you have more time, right? So the weekend is the time that I allot to myself to make sure that I can really get in here. So what I think I'm going to do fairly habitually is get the cardio in, and while I'm here, recap kind of the week for you guys and show you kind of what I'm doing in between, and I'll start to add in a few meals here and there. But I really didn't do any recording for that this time around, so apologies. But Monday, so we come off the weekend, right? We have push-pull legs, hit it all, full body, worked out. How we doing? It's Monday. First video is coming out today. This is just a continuation of the day-to-day, kind of how I'm going about this final shred down. And I figure no better way to start the rest of the week off with a weigh-in, of course, to see exactly where we're at. So as of recency, the best, let me double check this, mic's working. So to date, so far, at best, 193.5 is the best. Are we going to hit it today? I doubt it. We hit that just a day or two ago. So the likelihood of continuing the downtrend is pretty unlikely, as we have already ramped up and came back down. So we might be up half a pound, 0.6, something like that. My point here, very, very unlikely that we hit a brand new low immediately. So let's get into it. Let's see what we got. No, we're actually right there. Wow. Check this out. I just want to show you guys what the weight loss looks like. Like I see right now I'm up 0.2 of a pound. Is that going to ruin the day for me? No, we're right there still, which is fantastic, fantastic news. But I just want to show you guys kind of day-to-day weigh-ins, check-ins, where the physique's at, what's going on, how I'm feeling. Very close to feeling not sick anymore. Just a tiny bit left. Tiny bit. So, catch you later. Come Monday. Monday is, for me, active rest, unless my legs are so incredibly cooked. They were not. So active rest day it was. Active rest day typically entails a lot of walking to get in, as well as a bike or incline treadmill, something easier and more approachable, but that's still gonna burn zone 2 cardio, sustained cardio, and get my calories in. That's all I'm looking to do that day. So Monday's comeback kind of day, a rest day, but we can't stop burning calories, so I'm doing active rest. Then sometimes it just is going out for an hour walk in the morning, an hour walk later, and during those walks I'll do walk and talk, and we'll go over shortcomings, things I've learned, mindset shifts, all that kind of stuff. And then Tuesday was cardio day, so that's a genuine cardio day. So we go from rest day to genuine cardio day. The legs should be over 48 hours of rest by now, and so that's what I like to do, give them a little bit of time to actually recover. And then I'm just going to the gym typically. Sometimes I'll do outdoor, I'll do sprints and stuff, but at the gym all I did was you got to keep stuff fresh, you got to keep it exciting. So I actually did 20 minutes on bike to get me started, and then I think I did 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes on the treadmill. I kind of did jog walk, and then I ended with 10 minutes on the Stairmaster. So I get bored just sitting here if I don't have my phone right here, recording on my phone. Otherwise I would have it right here watching YouTube or something, right? So if I don't have that, I gotta keep it fresh. Even if I do have that, I did so much incline walking that I burned myself out of it. Like, incline walking is so incredibly boring to me now. So I've been doing a lot more biking. Sometimes I'll do some rowing. I got the rowing machines right here next to me. And you just got to keep it fresh, keep it exciting for you. You'll find one that speaks to you. Spam it, have fun with it. Race yourself over and over. Figure out how fast you can do 5 miles on this. If you're doing the treadmill, when you're incline walking, slowly increasing the incline over time. See if you can beat your incline every time you get in there. See if you can go a minute or two longer. See if you can push up the speed. There's so many different variables you could change to like gamify it and challenge yourself from last time. And that's what I'm always trying to do. Besides, like right now, this is just checking the box. If I'm actually going in for cardio and things like that, I'm looking to improve on what I did last time. Wednesday, I did a calisthenics workout at home. I am actually still not crazy sore, but it's there for sure. Chest, a little bit of back, and legs for sure. So this is good. This will help loosen things up. And yeah, I just threw it together. I started calisthenics later in the year last year, and I just kind of went on my own adventure, looked through a few videos, a few creators. Kevin Zhang, he's very good. He does a little bit of anime calisthenics crossover, so he does some cool ones. And I just kind of pieced together a whole bunch of ideas, made my own, and it was a toughie. I'll show you guys. And yeah, it was worth it. Very good workout. I might do it again. Oh, abs are also very sore. I think it's because I don't typically work abs anymore. I did a lot of work at the beginning of the journey last year. I mean, a lot. Like, it was a guarantee I was hitting abs every single time I was here. So that laid the foundation to really get things started and get things moving. And now I don't work them out as much, but doing like a lot of the functional moves and things like that, I feel like I bring them in anyway. But okay, Thursday, activity day, because we just hit calisthenics and cardio the days before. So we need somewhat of a turn down activity days. Anything you want to do, if you like a certain sport or anything like that, or even counting, going out on a walk with friends, going out and playing football, frisbee, mini golf, it doesn't matter, I don't care. Just get out and do something, right? So for me, I enjoy golf, so a lot of times I'll go hit the range or virtual golf, or if people happen to be good for a late tea time, we'll go after work and actually play some golf. So, but typically, more likely than not, I am golfing to some degree, and then sometimes also boxing. I'll get some boxing in, and then every now and again, some frisbee or something like that, because all I'm looking to do is just burn calories. That's not like the focus. Honestly, it's more fun than anything, because you're getting to go out and do what you want to do, but you're burning calories. So that just adds on, right? And that brings us to today, Friday. Fasted every single day, intermittent fasting. I have learned very recently that if I can push it to 1 to 3 p.m., I reap massive benefits. We can get into the reasons why later. I think this is already long enough of an intro talking portion. But yeah, intermittent fasting always, sometimes, every now and again, typically once a week, I'll do one meal just to kind of give a full reset. Typically, that's my Mondays. With it being Friday, I typically like to start my Fridays off early if I can, to get in a little bit of steady state cardio, zone 2 cardio in the morning. And just like I said, check off another box. We burn 200, 300 calories in the morning. Much easier to burn calories through the day and develop that true calorie deficit. So I'm always trying to burn about 800 to 900 on this watch right here. Typically, if I do nothing and I'm just at home, I'll be right around the 200 to 250 range. So if you really do the math, we're burning about 600 extra calories, maybe 550, somewhere in there. And so I have found that is the sweet spot that helps me, along with the calorie deficit, from a consumption standpoint, lose weight meaningfully. And over the last 5 weeks, I've lost about 7 pounds. Now, with the newest low being 193 flat, we have actually lost 7 pounds. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna hit 30 minutes on here. I'm at 11 minutes right now. 67 calories. So by the end of it, yeah, we should definitely be pushing into 200. I'm also going to push it a little harder because I don't have to talk the whole time. So right now I'm just at the high end of zone 1, 113 heart rate. So I need to push that up into the mid to high 120s. So I'll get after it, maybe give you a little recap, and then I gotta go to work, and then I'll catch you guys for back and buys. Let's get after it. All right, we're in here. Sure, we're behind schedule. Some last minute work stuff, you know. Hopefully this is okay enough. I tried to get a semi-aesthetic look, but that's what we got, so hopefully it's alright. Back and by day. I'm using the Smith machine right here to do some bent over rows barbell. I've got 45s on each side. We'll be taking it for a spin. It's been a little bit since I've done this one. There's some debate saying that this exercise makes you a little blockier in the midsection, so just out of an abundance of caution, whether it's true or not, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but abundance of caution, I have taken it out of becoming such a frequent move in my repertoire. Personally, the thing that I have found that works best for me with bringing it all together and understanding more and more as I progress, you know, is starting with the compound movement, or at least the heavier movement where I'm moving a little bit more weight, tends to be the best way to start things. So it's crazy when you come back to a move after you haven't done it in a while, and to see the progress. That used to be damn near my max for working sets, probably the best I could do to actually not break down form or anything, and that was fairly easy. Slap on a little bit more weight, keep it up. Alright, I'm gonna be a little overconfident here, and I don't want to go crazy, slap on 25s. I don't think I could hit an extra 50 and maintain form and everything, but 10s, that seems like too small of a jump, so I did 10s and 5s, so I think 15 on each side here. Got a little caught up with work, had to finish up some forms for, ended up being almost 3 hours behind schedule, so this will put a little bit of a damper in the day. That's alright, we're still gonna get after it. Feeling good, feeling pretty energized still fasting, still nothing in the system besides coffee and some water. And in order to keep up the weight loss, the weight burning potential of each lifting session, what I like to do, typically when I started out, it was just taking a quick lap down and back in the gym, and I mean just walking originally was enough to keep my heart rate elevated, helped me burn an extra 100 calories maybe, and compared to not and just like resting here, then progressing to like a slow jog. I'm not doing anything crazy. I mean, we're talking about a speed of this, just something quick and easy, and all we're looking to do there is just keep up the heart rate, keep things pumping, and we're in zone 2 like that. Boom, easy. Walking down and back across the entirety of my usual gym session, 45 to an hour, 2,000 extra steps, so very good. And I think it's one of the easiest ways to add the weight loss potential to keep that calorie burning going. So start out with a walk. There's no need to just jog outright, no need to put extra stress on the knees, but as you progress and it gets easier and easier, and you notice yourself really restoring your energy back and getting the heart rate back down much quicker, I think it's worth it to throw in a little bit of a jog. Alright, one more set of this and then we'll move on, hit biceps. Alright, I forgot to mention, I took the videos, so I might as well actually mention it. I weighed in daily, except for today. I have not weighed in to confirm my weight yet, but I weighed in just to show you guys that there are fluctuations, of course, and I just want to show you that like it's real, and like I experience it, and I've experienced it throughout, and there's little tweaks and things you can do to make it less impactful, like smaller swings, but overall, like, your weight is never going to be just a continuous slow trickle down. When you average it out, yes, but there's always going to be that little bit of a wave going to it, and you'll notice trends and stuff with your body. And for me, a lot of times I'll have like 2 to 3 days of down, and usually down, I'll hit a new low in that down, down, down. And then I'll either stay the next day stagnant, kind of right at it, or I'll gain just a touch. And then I end up rebounding anywhere from half a pound to like a pound and a half, just depending on if I've had too much salt, if I'm carbing up. There's so many different factors that go into that scale number. And so you have to kind of document what you're doing along the way to really understand what's happening when. So I'm on an upswing right now. Last I weighed in, I was 194, but good news, newest low of 193.1. So, like I said earlier, down officially 7 full pounds in 5-6 weeks, somewhere like that. So we're ahead of schedule. We're ahead of the single pound a week. I'd like to push it up to a pound and a half to like 1.8, be a little more aggressive with it, but we don't want to go any crazier than that because I do not want to lose out on any of the gains that I have created along the way. So now, going into one of Jay Cutler's favorite moves for building out the buys. This one's a little bit more focused, a little more specialized on the biceps as opposed to being a full-on compound movement. I don't know if I'd consider this a full compound movement, but we are moving weight. We're hitting 60s here, and just big focus on keeping that contact with the chest. Brings out a little bit of the rest of the body sway. Puts a little more emphasis on the biceps. I hope the camera's doing it some justice, but I got some vascularity popping for sure on the forearms, and that has never been there for me until these past few months. Now that I've leaned down just a little bit more. And it's a cool little ability to unlock, to finally have some vascularity showing when you get that vasodilation. Even when I'm just standing here, normally I can at least see a little bit of the outline now and stuff like that. I know now, of course, I got a little bit of the pump going, but even normally, you know, it's just really cool to see the fruits of your labor, you know, like you keep going, you go down some pant sizes, you have to tie off your pants, you have to buy new clothes. Sure, they're a headache because you're spending money, but it's a good reason, you know, you're dwindling down, you're getting leaner, you're getting tighter, fitter, and it's almost like a necessary evil, you know. It's just very, very cool. And there's so many other things, you know, getting up the stairs, going on like a little bit of a jog or run, maybe the dog gets out and you end up chasing him down a lot easier than before you'd be. Oh man. Now we're moving to more of my favorite moves. Now typically what I will do here, this has been more of a recent development, not something I've always done, but it's a way I like to structure my workout. Starting off with those compound moves, focusing on really moving the weight, and then moving to moves that are more stretch focused. So previously both of those other moves were focused on the squeeze. They're focused on really pulling in, squeezing, more than getting a stretch or anything like that. It's hard to get a stretch with free weights in those positions. You can manipulate the positioning of the bench or something like that to get the stretch, but I mean, even if you look back at either of those moves, you'll notice that neither of them are really focused on the stretch. Right here, you can see I'm already having to stretch out literally just to grab this. As soon as I brace for this single arm cable row, you'll notice that I'm even more stretched and under tension immediately, and that's the goal here. So we're moving from those squeezing exercises to these now stretch focused exercises, and I love this one. The stretch is insane, the pull's insane, just really great feel. Let's go. Pull up the weight on that just a touch, and then going back to what I was talking about earlier, increasing the calorie burning potential, supersetting. I love those Bayesian curls because not only are they unilaterally working, so you get the emphasis. Well, I guess both these moves are unilaterally focused, but the huge stretch you get and being able to focus on it one arm at a time was a secret for me personally for really reaping the benefits of that move. I think if you are able to feel it well doing both arms at the same time, then fuck it, you know, why not do both arms at the same time? Save yourself some time and effort and just do it all in one. Me personally though, I just could never get it to feel as good as it feels when I do it single arm. Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. change of scenery. So I had this booked for 4:30, and I did not think that it was going to take me as long, or I didn't think I was as behind schedule as I actually was. Obviously that sucks, but I didn't realize I was so far behind schedule that I ended up getting here a minute late. So I had to cut it short and abrupt, but we still got almost everything in. We had maybe 2 more sets to go. That was about it. I pushed one extra set of each, so I ended up doing 4 sets, five sets of the last 2 exercises, and just pushing them to like absolute failure. Lowered the weight, went real slow and under control, and did partials, everything. So feeling pretty cooked. I think we're in a good spot. I'm playing one of the Cabo courses here. Now this isn't a golf channel, and I suck ass at golf, but this is an activity, like I've been telling you guys, an activity that I like to do that just gets me calories burned, So I'm not thinking of this as a workout per se, but it's still going to help me in the long run to get the calories burned. And so that's the ultimate goal. And so I just wanted to show you guys that I practice what I preach, like I am really truly out here doing all of this. We got 485. That's a massive one. Par 5. We'll see how it goes. Let her rip. Oh, stay short of those bunkers. Perfect. That's perfect. I can't complain about that. Driver very broken right now. I just cannot see 250. That's nothing. Irons and everything else, much better. Driver. But hey, so I'm gonna play this for a little while. I got an hour ahead of me of all of this. I practiced for 30 minutes. It's not gonna like add 400 calories or anything like that, but an extra 150, 200. Can I complain about that? Absolutely freaking not. We ended up getting here with like 780. I'm already at 850. So, like I said, just getting out here, having some fun, fucking around, finding out, and burning calories. So I'll catch you guys at the end of this, and then we'll meet up for dinner. That'll be it. All cozied up for the evening. I have some stats written down here after everything. Complete gym, complete virtual golf, complete dinner, complete. Now, I'm just calling it an evening. Golf, not too bad, not too bad. I was plus 11 on the front 9. Typically speaking, when I'm playing virtual golf, I'm playing bogey or right below bogey golf. So a little worse than normal. I think I was a little tired out from the workout. Maybe let my form die down just a little bit. I had a couple of shots that definitely were not what I was looking for. We got in there at about 750, 800 calories. We ended up walking out at almost 1,000, and we ended up ending today at 1,139 calories. Here's a screenshot, and fantastic. My goal is to only hit the 800 range, so we're blowing that out of the water. That's perfect. For dinner, nice and simple. This is just ground chicken. Make it into a patty. Chop up some jalapeno. Put that in there. You can go cheese. You can go no cheese. If you're trying to go lean and you're really trying to push that deficit, I'd go no cheese. Or there is no fat cheese that you could utilize. I just used pepper jack because I was fasted the whole day. I have the calories to allot to myself. So tossing everything together, it was like 1,100 calories or something like that, and that's for multiple burgers, multiple patties. I was using Carb Master buns. If you don't have Carb Master buns, any net carb, zero net carb, low carb buns are awesome because a lot of the time they have added protein as well. The Carb Masters, 100 calories, 12 grams of protein, 3 fat, 17 carb. Normally, I think all in all they come out to like 1, 2 carbs, just because there's so much fiber in there, so it helps balance things out. And then the actual patties themselves, each one was about 136 grams is what I weighed it out to, so we say 130, just round it out. 24 grams of protein per patty, and then 10 fat. Really not bad. If you toss on the cheese and everything like that, the low carb buns, I mean, you're just stacking protein on top of protein on top of protein. And then get a low cal sauce if you want, or the cheese. If you're skipping out on the cheese, a low cal sauce might be the way to go, because a lot of times you can find sauces that are like 5 calories, 10 calories. And so you could still get your sauce going, grab some pickles. They're typically lower calorie as well. Lettuce, of course, tomato, of course. So you can spruce it up how you want. I go pretty bare bones, honestly, most of the time. I'm more patty, cheese, peppers, onions, stuff like that. So nice, simple. And that's the day, almost 1,200 calories burned. Fantastic way to start off the weekend. I'm telling you, the weekend is the time when I allot all the activity just back to back to back to back because I have so much time. And I tend to golf a lot more and just be more active because work isn't bogging me down for multiple hours every single day. Great start. We're downtrending well. I'm looking forward to continuing and hitting bigger and bigger numbers on the scale. Or should I say lower and lower numbers on the scale. More meal prep will be coming. And I'll try and be more day-to-day with like everything. So let me know if this is a good format. If you want it some other way, let me know. Give me ideas. And we'll just get after it. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Look better, feel better, be better. Good night.